我係關為喺呢個城市大學嘅媒體與傳播系咧擔任呢個講師嘅工作嘅。
私の名前は小林哲郎です。日本の東京から来ました。
My name is 田中立，中文名字是李田中。
我是李雨红，然后我是这个香港城市大学媒体与传播系的老师。
Well, up until now, I've been teaching for almost 7 years.
Let me see, it's 11 months.
I have been teaching this field for more than 3 years now. So this is my 4th year of being in CDU.
我8月来的，8月中就来的。
2010年到现在已经6年了。
Well, since I'm from the TV news business, so I guess the course that I would like to teach is TV news practical the most. Because, well, first of all, I don't have to give any lecture to my students, except for the first couple of classes where I have to make some introduction and some guideline for the student to follow. And then afterwards, I'll just ask them to do their own work. And of course, during class, I have to talk to the student one-on-one, which is like some sort of tutorial courses for them, because I need to edit their scripts before they are being allowed to do editing the story and then doing the voiceover, and then they have to package the news into a newscast every week. So it's very full of satisfaction not just for me. I guess even for the student, they will have some kind of satisfaction after fulfilling the weekly assignment every week.
Well, that's a tough question. They're quite different courses. I think it also depends on class dynamics, so how many students I have. So I tend to prefer maybe smaller classes, so with 30, 40 people. So I would say an interesting course to take for an undergraduate would probably be interactive digital communication marketing, psychological processing of new media. And it's quite an interesting, more advanced level class.
All of my courses are interesting, of course.
我觉得这个问题很难回答，因为我觉得都很有趣。可是我就是教2门课，一个是本科的，一个是硕士的。我觉得都很有趣，因为这2门课都是公共关系入门。可是因为大家的背景都不太一样，所以我教法就必须不同，要举不同的例子。所以我觉得都很有趣，就是有趣的方向就不太一样。
都还好吧，但是我可能比较喜欢的课是就是纪录片的课，有本科生的也有研究生的，因为纪录片的课，无论是老师和学生的投入都特别多，然后要花很多时间，然后大家一起讨论，然后而且最后是有一个特别成熟的片子出来，我就觉得说，就作为老师来讲，作为学生来讲，我觉得有个作品，然后就成就感大一些，但是其实。
Well, I can still remember the first year when I taught at CDU. There is an exchange student from Beijing, Communication University of China. He was, I guess he was taking an English journalism program in Beijing, so he's very fluent in English. So during the semester where he was studying at our university, he took TV news practicum courses, and then during that course, he went on to do a group project with other classmates. He was the student doing, the packaging all the news after the interview, and it's funny to see him using, English well, as a Chinese, the interviewee is being interviewed by them, by the students. They were from Pakistan, but they speak in Cantonese, and so it looks kind of funny, being a Chinese speaking in English. Well, even though he's a Chinese, but his English is very fluent. But then the funny thing is, the guy who was supposed to be, Pakistani descent, and they're speaking in Cantonese. This made me, wow, I can still recall that footage. And also, I always show this footage to the student who were attending my class every year. Okay, so it's kind of funny.
There hasn't been any ridiculous submissions so far.
Yeah.
It's a very hard question. Some of them are very much impressive in terms of the quality of their work. Well, in last semester I taught kind of the general course for freshmen, first-year student, and they created a Facebook page to advocate some social cause that they were interested in. And some of them created a kind of brilliant Facebook page. They posted a lot of videos and pictures to raise the public interest in social issues such as food waste and overworking and student suicide. Those submissions were great.
In one of the classes, Interactive Digital Communication, students made very interesting projects. Basically, music remixes. So they made their own interpretation of pretty famous pop songs, and some of them were very creative. One of them was about Calcan, the infamous canteen in one of the halls. So, and it was basically about how bad it is. So that was a very good, very articulate, very interesting remix of the song.
事实上，我可以给你好几个例子，因为我觉得都很好。可是有一个就是有一组他们做的话，就是他们说香港人都很忙，然后特别是上下班在地铁站的时候，他们都觉得大家都是匆匆忙忙走来走去，然后刚好那个有个作业，那个品牌就是他们要卖的一个东西，一个理念就是你用这个产品之后，你马上就可以觉得很放松、很快乐，然后。所以说，他们有个想法，就是说，在一个地铁站的一个角落，可能就是在，就是用音乐、灯光、香味，然后就把一种，就假装你是在一个大自然的环境里面，你马上就放松下来。我就觉得这个，我就印象很深刻。
我觉得印象深刻的话，就是有些学生他特别努力的话，我能够看得到。然后就是像我们纪录片的课，然后我是2015年的那个学生吧，他们做的那个就是这个学生就是说他做的作品就会，我们在看初剪的时候就会觉得特别感动。就是他本来就排除这些技术上的问题，我觉得他特别粗糙，实际上，然后而且特别长，巨长。大概我们最后一篇的可能10分钟、15分钟的片子，做了10个半小时的片子。但是你就看那些粗剪的时候，就觉得就是想哭的那种冲动，很感动。他写香港就是描写的就是本科生的作品，而且香港的故事，然后你就会觉得就这个时候你会觉得一个学期的付出都是特别值得的。
I was a media professional in the TV or electronic media business in Hong Kong for almost 40 years. And then I enjoy teaching here because it's fun for me. And I met a lot of young boys and girls here at the university. And I guess, I will keep on teaching, if I'm allowed to do so, even though I'm closing to my retirement age of 65. I still enjoy being a teacher here.
我就是这个原来在北京嘛，然后那个一直在北京工作，然后在北京工作之前在日本上过学，读了3年那个广岛大学，然后又去在北京中央电视台，然后工作，然后又去美国待了7年，然后上学，然后也工作。然后又到这个城市大学工作了，这个也快6年多了，所以我觉得每个地方都有它的好处，也不能说哪一个就是好还是不好的问题，比较上也挺难的，因为大家都文化都不一样，日本是完全不同的文化。对我来说，当时刚到日本，因为还是这个小孩嘛，就很年轻，跟你们差不多大嘛，所以就是我的感受是不一样的，就是说那种新鲜度，而且第一次就是出国留学，对吧？原来都是在国内上学，所以都不一样。然后回来呢，就是去电视台，我不是学媒体的，从来也没有学过真正去学过媒体专业，都是学经济学、政治学，还有这个公共管理啊什么这种的。但是我不知道为什么最后选择职业的时候还是会做到媒体，就一直在做媒体，包括电视台开始。然后我觉得电视台的工作就是，我觉得可能做媒体的工作就是让我觉得你一直要自己这个不停的去 update， 就是不像说你做一个别的工作，你好像跟这个世界啊，还有跟周围的这个社会啊联系不是很多，对吧？你可能就专注你做你的研究就行了。但是就做媒体这一块，你一直要非常活跃，你会觉得你有什么新的东西就你会觉得你自己那种活着的这种感觉很深刻。所以我觉得虽然我去学一些别的东西，但我回来就业的时候，我还是想就是做媒体。但是我原来没有想到自己会做老师，也是就是误打误撞的，也是到香港之后，反正就做老师了。但是我也很 enjoy， 就是原来我觉得一直可以做一线的那种记者什么的，然后现在去教学生，然后我也觉得教学生那种幸福感和跟以前的这种自己做一线记者是不一样的，但是也是同样的，就是特别有成就感。就是我所有的学生，就是我觉得我都尽力的去对每个学生就尽最大努力。我不是说好学生我就多教一些，坏学生我就让他随波逐流。然后我就说尽量的去，越是坏学生我还想多去鼓励他一点，因为他进步是更快的，我更有成就感。所以我就觉得，就是说各个国家每一段经历都不一样，因为你做的事情都不一样。但是我觉得没有想到自己会做老师，而且做这么久了，6年了。我觉得还是目前为止还是特别开心，然后跟学生交流，但是也有一些忧虑，就是有时候觉得自己还不够好，就是教的不够好，应该再努力一些。然后，因为我觉得教书是一个很良心的工作，比如说我有一堂课没有特别准备好，然后我会觉得下课的时候就会觉得自己就特别的愧疚或者怎么样的，会有这种感受。大概其我觉得就是这跟以前做媒体是不一样，做媒体有很多遗憾的东西，就是说你没有特别尽力，然后就这个东西你报道会有偏颇的，或者是你本来应该做的，就是说所有的事情都是可以做的最好，不可能做的最好，但可能会做的更好。所以我觉得就投入吧，我觉得无论做什么都挺开心的，这是我目前的感受。
我是这个学期的访问教授，然后我是在美国的堪萨斯大学教书，新闻学院教书。我在那边已经教了10年了，然后就很高兴有这个机会来城市大学，然后刚好他们就是有这个机会，说需要这个学期要找一个访问教授，然后专门教公关。那我就申请啊，然后他们就答应我。其实我收到这个邀请的时候，我真的很高兴，因为我一直很好奇说，在香港教书会是什么样子。因为我在台湾也教过1个学期，然后在美国是教了很多年，那有这个机会来这边比较一下，我觉得挺好。
那你觉得香港和在美国或者台湾有什么不同？
香港就是步调非常非常的快。我觉得我来了之后，觉得前2-3个星期我都没有办法放松，因为我觉得就是这边什么事情都一直赶，连吃饭都是大概5分钟要吃完，然后马上做另外一件事情。
那在学校里呢，就是教书的这个氛围，学校或者 department 的氛围呢？
其实也很赶，因为 在美国的一个学期有16个星期，然后在这边就只有13个星期，然后再扣掉一些什么假日什么东西，我真的上课的时间大概就只有11个或者12个星期。然后我要教的东西，我认为说该教的东西我都要教，所以我觉得就是要把很多东西就紧缩起来，我觉得其实很难。然后对老师来说蛮累的，对学生来说也是很累。可是最后还是做到了，其实我还是蛮高兴的。
Okay, I'm originally from Serbia. I left Serbia in '95, so that was 21 years ago, and I lived in UK, US, and Singapore. So this is my 5th country right now. Right. So oftentimes people think that Hong Kong and Singapore are similar,
Yeah.
and they are. I mean, they're small city states. Most of the residents are Chinese, and they're wealthy, and I would say there are a lot of similarities, but at the same time they're quite different. So people in Hong Kong are, first of all, of course, is the language, totally different language they speak. In Singapore, English is much more common than Hong Kong. And Hong Kong is a little more, I would say, open and diverse, and place that offers, I think, a greater range of activities for a young person to do, more choice, if you want to call it that way, and different climate. So I like the climate here more. Now we're in November, and for the next 4 or 5 months we're going to have pretty nice weather. I can wear my jacket, I can wear sort of wintry clothes, and I feel good.
Oh, I'm from Tokyo, Japan. It's a compact city, but it's at the same time it's very global. It's a very urban area that we live in, but there are a lot of nature. Last week we went to Saikun, where there's a beautiful beach. Took a small boat to go to a beautiful beach, have a nice seafood. So yes, I enjoy life in Hong Kong. What about you?